Hello, and welcome. So I've got asked over and over how to ship breakable and fragile items. We have shipped thousands over the last 3 years. We've only had one break and one crack. So my method is very simple. I will tell you it is not pretty, but it gets the items there safe. So let's go ahead and get started. So first off, I will tell you, I sell breakables from $10 to $15 up to $3,000. So the way that I pack them is different. I'm going to show you both ways in case you are selling lower end fragile items or you're selling higher end. And maybe you're like me and do a mixture of both. So first I'm going to go over just some basic supplies with you that you will need in order to pack. So first up, I'm going to show you this really cool new green. This is recycled bubble wrap from American Bubble Boy, and I will put a link down in the description and the comments with where I get all of this stuff. So this is a small bubble, and I'm going to also go over the prices of this stuff with you. Now, as far as what I do, I wrap first in that small bubble, and then I follow it up with a medium-sized bubble. So there's a medium bubble and there's a small. This is actually the medium. So I wanted you guys to see side by side. I wrap it first in the small and then in the medium for everything that I do. That is what I do for my lower cost items. I only use bubble wrap. For my more expensive items, I use Instapak, which is an amazing product that luckily American Bubble Boy has made it available to us, because prior to that it was only available in really large quantities, and they have some really cool packs that I will go over at the end again with prices so that you know exactly what this stuff costs. So this is what the Instapak looks like, and when I get into items over $150, $200 range, this is what I'm going to use. And they are significantly more expensive than using bubble wrap. That is why on my lower end items I use bubble wrap. Now I also use packing paper and or tissue paper, and I want to show you guys something that's really important when you're sending breakables, and that is how thick your box is. So I want to show you the difference here. These are both 8x6x4 boxes, but look at how thin the top one is compared to this one. It's about half. So make sure you have a thick, sturdy box to put it in. I do not double box. You could if that is something you want to do. I would caution you to make sure that you account for the outer box when you're putting your measurements in for your shipping. We never double box, and we have not had less than 1% broken. Now, as far as boxes go, for just some more common items, like say it was a breakable ornament that was 4 inches, I would be okay wrapping that in the small bubble wrap, the medium bubble wrap, and then I would put it into a 6x6 free number 4 USPS priority box. If I had a $100 teacup, it would go in an 8x8 box. But if I had a $700 teacup, and I do, if and when that sells, it will go into a 12x12 box, just because I want to be extra careful. I'm not going to double box it, but I will use Instapak with it, and I will put it in there, and I have a lot of room on each side. So you do want to make sure you have 2 to 3 inches of spare room on each side of your item. So dinner plates is one of the things that I ended up having to buy special boxes for, and they're not special, but they're 14x14, so they are a little bit bigger. They cost about $1.50 a box. So when I pick up dinner plates, I typically want to see $100 plus on a sale of 4, because I can fit 4 of those into 14x14. Now if we're talking about a single plate that is that big, I might be okay going down to like $40 to $50, but with the bigger plates I really want to stay higher. However, with your small decorator plates that are like 9 to 10 inches, those you can use the free USPS number 7 box, and again you'll use the small bubble, big bubble, and then packing paper around it, and I am going to show you some demonstrations of that. Now, you're going to see in my demonstrations, my packing is not very pretty. I am not going to lie, but it is effective and it keeps the items safe, and that is what really matters. So I do not add a handling fee into my shipping. When I purchase an item, I figure I need to have that profit in order to cover the cost of the bubble wrap and or the Instapaks in that item. So again, with Instapaks, I am not going to use them unless it's probably $100+, maybe $150 depending on the item, because the Instapaks are quite pricey. So let's go ahead, look at some demonstrations, and you will see the difference. All right, so I'm gonna show you plates real quick first. I'm using small plates, but this is how I do every plate. So what I do first, and I'm using the pretty green recycled bubble wrap, is I'm gonna wrap it 3 times for the first plate. And then I will add my second plate, and I'm gonna wrap it 2 times. And then I will add my third plate, and I've done this for up to 6 plates. And we're gonna wrap it like 3 or 4 times for this final one. And then what I'm gonna do is tear it off, and I am going to flip it and roll it the other way. And this is all with the small bubble wrap. So we flip it, we roll it the other way, and then, almost dropped it. And then we will wrap it in medium bubble. And this, once it's wrapped in the medium bubble, will fit exactly into a free number 7 box. Those were Ken Edwards Tanolas, so that is actually how I would ship them. I would not use an Instapak. If these had been, say they were $300 saucers, I would then do exactly what I showed you as far as wrapping, but I would use an Instapak below them and above them in a 14-inch box. So again, your price point really matters as far as what shipping materials you are going to use. All right, so this Dresden piece just sold. It's actually going to China. So I am going to use a number 60 and a number 80, and I am going to cover it first in tissue paper just to kind of protect the color. Joel did tell me one time some of the writing from the Instapak came off onto something. It was able to be removed. So just to be safe, I'm going to put some tissue paper on this first. So I have put some tissue paper on this. I have taped it, and now I will do the first Instapak in the bottom, set this in. We'll put the other one on top. And this buyer's actually in China, and they've said they're pouring alcohol over boxes because of COVID. I don't know how true that is. So what I'm going to do is do the Instapak, and then I'm going to put it inside of a plastic bag and put it back in the box. So I'll show you guys that. All right, so we're going to do the number 80 Instapak here. You just pat it, and then once you hear it pop, you have about 15 seconds. You have to be pretty fast, smooth it out, and sit your item down on it. And then it will expand around it. You see it coming up, and then we're going to put the one number 60 on top. Now we're going to do the number 60, and then we will put that one on top and close the box, and then I will take it out and show you guys what it looks like. And just make sure you smooth that Instapak, that foam throughout the bag before you put it in. And then we tuck it around the item. It is very hot, and then you have to close it. All right, so here it is, and now we are going to take it out of the box. So here is the bottom piece, and you can see this is nestled in. So if I pick it up, it'll actually bring the Instapak with it. And then the top fits snugly there. And now there is a little bit of space here, but this hard foam will protect the sides. So now what we're going to do is put it in a trash bag to waterproof it for this China buyer. Okay, so it actually wouldn't fit in the white trash bag, so we had to get a black one. And now since I know I have some gaps here on these sides, I'm going to stuff a little bit of bubble wrap just to be safe. All right, so I just shoved some bubble wrap around. Now I'm gonna pull this bag up, tape it, and then it'll be ready to go. All right, so I'm gonna show you guys with this coffee mug, which it sold for 20, and then this really pretty iris sold for 25. This one sold for 25. Now I'll tell you, normally I would not use Instapak for these, so I'm gonna show you how I would bubble wrap them, and then I'm gonna show you with Instapak. So you wouldn't really want to use Instapak unless these were more expensive, but for demonstration purposes, I am going to ship them in Instapak. Okay, so on the cup, the big thing with coffee mugs and teacups is you want to stuff bubble wrap into the handle because that is your weak spot. And then I wrap it one way, I tuck it inside, and then I wrap some more. And I do use a lot of bubble wrap, and I'm going to count how many sheets once we're done. So normally I would wrap it in the small, and then I'm going to wrap it in the large or medium bubbles. All right, so then I'm going to do the same with the large. I'm going to go one way, and then I will go the other way. And typically with this, for the 8x8 box, it is going... Typically, I'm pretty good at figuring out like how much I need, and then it will go inside that 8x8 pretty good, and then it's good. So that is how I would normally do it, but I'm going to show you guys with the Instapak as well. So let's count how many pieces. I'm going to unroll this and I'll tell you how many pieces I use. Kat here. Sorry to interrupt this video. If you have not already, please go ahead and give this video a thumbs up and leave me a comment. Let me know what you think of the video. Share with your friends. Hit that subscribe button, and you can click the bell. Turn on notifications so that you'll be notified when I make more content like this. I greatly appreciate you watching. Sorry for interrupting. Let's get back to the video. Okay, so I used 6 pieces of little and actually 6 of small. I don't normally count. So the big bubble is about 10 cents a sheet, so that's 60 cents, and these are about 5 cents, so that's 30 cents. So it's about $1 in bubble wrap, just to give you an idea. And now I'm going to show you how we would do it with the Instapak. And the number 10s do fit 8x8 boxes perfect. So I'm going to first wrap the mug in paper, and then we will put the Instapak into the box and show you. Okay, so the mug is in some tissue paper just to give it a little layer of protection. And now we will put 2 number 10s in here. And there are instructions on all the Instapaks. They do get hot, beware. Okay, Van White. And always remember to quickly spread out the foam once the bag pops, and you have to be quick. And now we'll set it down in the number 8. And let it expand, and then we will put another one on top. And it gets very, very hot. Repeat the process with the second bag. Smooth it out, and then we're going to put it in, and we're going to close the box really quick. Really quick. All right, so I did have to push down on the Instapak a little after it cooled, and then now I'll show you once we take it out what it actually looks like. You can see the Instapak actually expanded to fit inside of the mug to protect it, and then if I pull it out here, it is exactly conformed, and this foam around it is very, very hard to foam. I wouldn't recommend, I normally do not take them out, but I'm taking them out to show you. And then we will just put this back in. And again, 2 number 10s fits 8x8 perfect. So if you do a lot of little expensive stuff, then number 10s would be great for you. All right, so I don't have any quilt batting, but I have my little fluff. So what I will do with these, if I'm packing them normally, is tuck this around, because this is $20. So I normally would not use an Instapak, because when you're paying $3 per, you're paying $6 for that box, and that is not worth it on a $20 item. So I'll just use some fluff around it. And then I do the same you just saw with the mug. I wrap and alternate both of these, and we're going to do another Instapak and an 8x8 with this to show you. And I want you to see with these Fragile Kappa Diamantes that the Instapaks do not hurt it, so I do not worry when I am sending fragile stuff using the Instapaks. Again, I am just going to wrap paper around this, and then we will do the number 10 in the bottom and the top. I'm not going to show you the puffing of the Instapak. I'll just show you after we have it in that it did not hurt anything. It did. We had to hold the box pretty good, and we did have to push the air out to make this close pretty tight. So let me show you the basket. Okay, so there's the top piece where it indents perfectly. All right, so the basket is out. There is the indent from it. I will show you here that nothing was harmed while packing, so everything is as it was. And yeah, so we're going to do a couple more demonstrations. I want to show you this vase because the Instapaks, as far as sizes, so they will have the sizes on each Instapak on the website for what it fits. But the number 40s for the 12 by 12 by 12 will also do very well in 16 by 12 by 8. So this is actually a really heavy art glass. This is expensive. It is 5 pounds. It's a pretty heavy vase. So there you can see just under 5 pounds. So what we will use with this is going to be the paper, and we're going to use 2 number 40 Instapaks and the 16 by 12 by 8 box. And then I've got this giant box down here along with Dalton, and we are going to show you how to pack those expensive ceramic Christmas trees box. And then we are going to use 2 of the biggest Instapaks that are size 100 for that box, and we're going to show you how easy it can be to pack that Christmas tree. All right, so I just got this in. I wanted to show you guys. Look at how much you get for $25 on sale right now. 350 feet. Absolutely insane. Really cool green color for the recycled bubble wrap. So if we can help a little bit when we have to use plastic to ship our breakables, I think we should. It also comes in a cool purple color, but you can't pick your color. So look at all of this. Like, you wouldn't get a quarter of this at Walmart for $25. Okay, so in preparation for the Christmas tree going into the box, I've taken all the lights out. They're in a little bag tucked in here. And then we are going to put an Instapak on the bottom. We will lay this. You could also do this with tissue paper. I just thought the pretty green recycled bubble wrap was pretty, and I had it out for my display anyways. And then we will put one on top. Okay, for the big Christmas tree, we're going to use 2 100s. This is the biggest size you can get, and you can use multiples. You would probably need multiple people as fast as you have to act, but you can use multiple Instapaks together. Again, just with the cost, make sure that you have the profit in the item that you're packing, or it has the value if you're a collector. All right, so you can see how much bigger this Instapak is than the other ones that you have seen, and now we are going to smush it. This is the fun part. There's our helper. And you can see that it, Dalton says hello, that it comes up to encase around it. You've got plenty of space on the sides, and then the other one's gonna come up. There's really not enough space there. So now we're gonna do the second one and put this one on the top. Hercules' ice cream is here. And you can see how he's tucking it in around the sides, and then you close it to hold it to make sure it doesn't go out of the box. And what I will do sometimes, if I've got these little pockets like that, I'll just stuff some bubble wrap in here just to be safe around these edges, just to fill it in. Wrap that heavy vase in paper. I wanted to show you guys that it doesn't just work with square boxes. You can use it for vases and abnormal shapes. So we are going to use the 2 number 40s on this box. All right, here we go. And you can watch the foam expanding around to fit around the vase perfectly. And this is just air from the chemical reaction. This actually will go out, and then we're going to put our top one on. So here is the top one. And you can see it actually fits perfect in these oblong boxes. The popping is the fun part. And spread out your foam. And then you're going to put it in pretty fast, all of this. And you have to make sure to stuff it in and then close the box to hold it down so it doesn't expand above the box size. So here it is, and we can pull it out. And you can see it is conformed exactly to this vase. This is very hard foam. So this will be very, very safe in shipping or if you are storing this. I found the demonstrations helpful. It really is pretty simple. Tons of bubble wrap. And I want to go over the cost, and I also want to say it is okay if you get kind of recycled bubble wrap from your friends, but I would be very, very cautionary, because if some of those bubbles are already popped, then it's not going to give your item as much protection. So that is why I typically use used bubbles to stuff around things instead of paper versus actually wrapping my breakables in it. So I'm going to go over the cost with you now. So the recycled bubble wrap, the small bubble, the medium bubble does show sold out of the medium on the recycled because it is not yet available. It should be available any day. So for the medium bubble, for now, you'll need to get regular. If you would like to be environmentally conscious, which I think most of us probably do, the recycled bubble wrap is actually on sale, and I am going to show you a clip right now of how much you get. How much you get for $25 on sale right now. 350 feet. Absolutely insane. Really cool green color for the recycled bubble wrap. So if we can help a little bit when we have to use plastic to ship our breakables, I think we should. All of this, like, you wouldn't get a quarter of this at Walmart for $25. Right. So the medium bubble wrap, which is what I use as my large bubble wrap, you can get 1 roll of it, which is 100 feet for $20. So that's 20 cents per sheet. And then you can get 4 rolls of it for $40.99. So only $10 a roll if you do it that way. You do need some room. These are big rolls. But then it's only 10 cents a sheet. So a lot of people are like, Kat, you go overboard with the bubble wrap. I do, but I don't have broken items. If it costs me an extra 20 cents or 30 cents in bubble wrap to make sure my item gets there safely, I am okay with that. 1,000 foot of paper, which is what I use to crumble below and above my breakables. The 1,000 foot roll, which we've only went through 2 in 3 years, and we use a lot of it. It's a 1,000 foot roll for $71.99. I'm sure there are smaller like craft paper rolls that you can get. And ours is actually on the floor there right behind Dalton's chair. We just pull up pieces, tear it off, and stuff it in the box. So pricing as far as the Instapak, again, what I really like about American Bubble Boy is they have made it available to us in small quantities. Prior to this, you have had to buy like massive cases, and I don't even need massive cases because I only use it for those few high dollar sales. So you can actually get a variety pack with the smaller sizes, the 10, 20s, and the 40s for $29 for 2 of each. So that is about $5 each. And then you also can get a large variety pack with 2 number 60s, number 80s, and 100s. So if you're selling bigger expensive breakables, that would be a good pack to get. And that one is $35, so they are $6 each. But if you know what you're selling, so if you're selling a bunch of teacups, and you know you're going to be using an 8x8 box or coffee mugs or things like that. And again, wouldn't use them unless it's higher dollar. So you can get 12 number 10s, which is for the 8x8 box, for $37. So that's about $3 each. And then you can get 10 number 20s, which that will do a 10x10 box for $37. So that's $3.70 each. Now the number 40, so I said earlier, when my expensive teacups sell, I will put them in a 12x12 just to have all that extra foam and make sure they don't break. So the number 40s, you can get 8 of them for $37. So they're about $5 each. So to pack my teacups, I would be spending about $10 in Instapaks. But if I have a $300, $400, $500 profit, I'm okay spending $15 to keep that item safe. Now, again, all of these items, boxes, as well as where to get the Instapak, which is from American Bubble Boy. My American Bubble Boy link is going to be in the description as well as in the comments, and my Amazon store with different boxes that I recommend. Also, if you would like a free PDF of the common box sizes I use and what I use them for, you can go to thenurseflipper.com and sign up for my newsletter. And as a thanks for signing up, you will receive a free PDF of the common box sizes that I use. I will tell you, I don't even send out weekly newsletters, so it will not be spam. You'll get 2 to 4 per month from me, just with some updates of what's going on, some different tips, how our sales are going, and things like that. I hope you guys enjoyed. We will have What Sold coming up on Monday, and then next week I am leaving for my Tennessee seminar. So if you live near Tennessee, we still have 2 private rooms available for that. So check that out at thenurseflipper.bigcartel.com if you want to come hang out with us in Tennessee next weekend. And because I will be gone, I am going to put out a lot of research videos. So next Wednesday, next Friday, and the following Monday are all going to be research videos. They will be the lower cost teapots as well as the lower cost ornaments, and I'm not sure what else. It'll be a surprise. So I hope you guys enjoyed. I hope this helped. Please feel free to ask me questions in the comments. I will see you guys on Monday. Bye for now.